See, government jobs are highly sought after by the youth today. The number of seats are plenty. But keeping India's population in mind, the applicants are way too many. The market is among the top competitive ones and securing your place is 1 in 100 chance. Working for the government of India is a great honor for any aspiring youngster today. After all, it comes with its own set of benefits. From job security to post-retirement pensions, it's a craze that will never probably die down. See, a government job will assure all this, but not necessarily the bright future that you want. Yes, it's true that entry-level government posts pay the best salaries compared to the private sector. In fact, even with a diploma, you can secure a government job and earn decently. But the downside is that these salaries are attractive only at the entry level. What a fresher earns at the start of his or her career is more than expected. But it is difficult to survive with the same payroll year after year when the inflation and responsibility increase. The spouse and the kids of the government employees are given medical and educational assistance. However, raising a family needs a lot more than medical and schooling aid from the government. With expenses increasing and your salary not growing up to the mark, you will be in a lot of tension. What seemed like a good package today becomes a liability tomorrow. Do you want a job which is sufficient just to meet your expenses, or a job that gives you the lifestyle you want? Whereas in the private sector, the entry-level salary is lesser than government jobs, but the growth is faster than ever. By giving dedicated 10 to 15 years to a job in a private company, people go from entry-level jobs to project managers to vice presidents. However, an employee in a government organization in 15 years may become a senior clerk or a superintendent, earning just 1/3 of what an employee earns in the private sector. Another major issue is that youngsters think saving in private sector are almost impossible. However, this is the case only at the entry level. For people already living in cities, their accommodation costs almost nothing, which becomes their biggest saving. But for someone who moves into big city to work in a private sector, living expenses are definitely more. However, as and when the salary increases, savings starts accumulating. You are not going to be on the entry level salary for long when you perform well. This initial struggle is your step to a good lifestyle and savings when you work in the private sector. Plus, provident fund and gratuity that private firms deduct monthly from your salary becomes your biggest savings when you retire. From a monthly pension, which will be just enough to meet your expenses in your old age, do not deter yourself from working in the private sector. Coming to job security, in a private job, you can get fired anytime. But that happens when you perform badly or are not able to work as per the company. For those who work hard and perform well, these employees become assets whom the companies want to keep. In the last decade, the government too has come up with the strict initiatives for employees taking their work casually or not performing on the job. Whether it's private job or a government one, slackers are never tolerated. Moving on, not all private sector jobs are based on targets, or rather the targets are not so unreasonable that one can't meet. Talent and hard work will get you everything. There is no alternate to that. In fact, the private sector has so many industries booming with jobs and opportunities. The IT, hardware and networking industry is one such opportunity where skilled professionals are needed more than ever. The current workforce is close to 39 lakhs, and what it requires in the next 5 years is a workforce of 70 lakh plus. Clearly, there's a lot of scope. And this scope means good money, good growth, and consequently good savings for the retirement. As a matter of fact, with Jet King's courses in hardware and networking, you can become qualified and trained professional in less than 2 years, post which you can secure entry-level job in the hardware and networking field. The best part of enrolling with Jet King is that we don't just train you, we get you the job with a 100% placement guarantee. Besides this, there are corporate coaching and grooming of your communication skills which help you fit easily in the big city and a professional environment. See, all I want to say is that don't let the dull and boring government job without much growth keep you from becoming a successful person in the private IT sector. Make the right choice. Jet King, ban Kabil, kar hasil.